Our country, our city, our world needs Arts Corps more now than maybe it ever has. We need to radically double down on how we invest in young people, and we need to foster all of the empathy and all of the resistance that we can find.
Art is dissecting what it means to be a human, and that's just as valid as anything, as any other career.
Just as becoming a doctor, learning biology saves lives, having art and learning how to be an artistic person, that saves lives. It saved my personal life.
Art moves culture. Art depicts a lot of what's culture. If something bad's going on in the culture, it's going to be explained through art. A lot of history is told through art. If everybody had the access to it, we would be a better place. My connection to Arts Corps started when I was a freshman at West Seattle, when I got into the music production program. And that was actually something really cool that led me to be a part of Youth Speaks and other programs that Arts Corps holds. The song is called Stand Together, and it was talking a lot about the problems we have today and how we need to unite together to beat them. Another song we wrote was called Black Lives Matter, which had to do with a lot of the institutional racism and police brutality that we have. The first thing that came to me was Black Lives Matter, and it was just instantly hit me, because we all had some sort of experience from it. Being in the Hip-Hop Artist Residency, I learned how to make what I do more powerful. I learned the power of my words and the power of what I'm doing.
The night of the election, I just wrote for 30 minutes because I didn't know how else to process it. Sometimes I'm not able to say what I'm really feeling in my heart and in my soul, but the second that pen touches that paper, it's suddenly everything comes out. And I just feel so much lighter. The first day after the election that we had spokes, we had a whole list of things we were supposed to be doing, but instead we just took a healing moment. And we're just writing and talking and discussing actual issues in the world, not just let's write about flowers. No, let's write about revolution. Oh my gosh, not only do they hear me, they like this and they appreciate what I have to say. I felt really loved, and I think that's the first time I've ever been in a space that I felt so loved.
As a Youth Speaks member, as a spokes leader, and then now as a teaching artist, I'm always learning something with Arts Corps. Something really cool this year that happened was I got awarded the Tina Lapadula Fellowship. And what I'm doing with that is I'm continuing my work from last year, doing What's Poppin' Ladies, which is my own project that brings together and celebrates female poppers from all around the world. I never had a female popping mentor in my life until What's Poppin' Ladies, until I had to organize it and fly them in. Arts Corps has really shaped me in sort of affirming not only just the dance styles I do, but just the community I come from. I get to see that exist in the space that I grew up in, and that's really beautiful.
2 years ago, I got to be in the Hip-Hop Artist Residency, and then they hired me back the next year as an intern, so I got to work in the program that changed my life and just help change other kids' lives too.
I'm coming home, make a place for me, let the love inside.
The Hip-Hop Artist Residency made art as a career look attainable, and that had never looked attainable to me before. That wasn't realistic to me. I thought I was young and I was gonna have this phase as a musician, but Arts Corps kind of told me, it's worth investing your life in.
The four things that we need the most in the world right now are empathy, belonging, resistance, and possibility. And I think that arts education is the most powerful vehicle to invest that into our young people and to create that potential for them.
When I was young, all of the arts education that I experienced came from the classroom. And so if art had not been offered in my class, I never would have experienced it. Arts Corps does that in our community, and I want to make sure that arts is accessible to everybody.
The next creative leaders are gonna bring a much more equitable kind of leadership to the world. And I'm really grateful that Arts Corps does the work that they do.